Hey guys, so it's 2nd of January and my gallery exhibition is in less than 4 weeks now and I haven't had anything printed yet. The wife's panicking that I'm not going to have it done in time. What I've been doing over the Christmas period is trying to work out which prints to get done, and it's not been an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, working out which photographs will work best on a wall. This is about putting prints on the wall of a gallery that people are going to want to buy, and that's the really difficult thing, and you have to kind of play a hunch for the most part. And so I couldn't get my head around it, like how many photos to get printed and what size and all the rest of them. And then I had a brainwave. I thought, why don't I visualize it on the computer? So initially I downloaded some of those home design packages, those 3D home design things, but you know, it's a steep learning curve to using those, and it was kind of overkill actually for what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do some 3D render with a fly through that I could do. I just wanted to get an idea of the space and what worked on the walls. So what I did instead was, when I was at the gallery last time, I took a load of photos. I took some photos of both walls, all the walls in fact, and I did a kind of a big pano. And what I've done is I've kind of removed the artwork that was on the walls when I took the photos and replaced it with mine and tried to map it in 3D. And I just thought I'd show you that on the old computer, show you what I've done. So here we are in Photoshop. And this is the front window of the gallery, and there's this big kind of space. I've called this the hero shot because this is the kind of the crowd pleaser, you know. This is the one you've got to go with, a money shot, the one that's going to get people to stop walking down the road and look at that and think, holy shit, that's really nice, I'd like that on my wall. The shot I've gone for is a kind of this magenta photograph of Hyams Beach at sunrise, which was one of the most popular shots I put on my Facebook page with the people that follow me on Facebook, which is a good indicator, I reckon. And so all I did was, I haven't pissed around trying to get the reflections replaced in this, because it's just to get, it doesn't have to be a perfect composite. I just want to get an idea of size and scale and the impression of how it will look. And I reckon that this one looked pretty damn good. What do you reckon? I think it looks pretty sweet. And so that's the front window. Let's have a look at some of the other ones from inside. So this particular hero shot area, this kind of window shot, it has a back side to it, which you can fit a similarly sized shot. You can see what I've done here. There was some of these square art, and in fact this artwork is a proper, you know, a standard sort of 3:4 ratio landscape shot. I just cropped it to fit the person's artwork that was on the wall there at the time, just to get an idea, because I didn't want to fanny around too much with that. And so then I've got the interior spaces. I'll just show you those. So this is the left wall, okay? Now, I'm pissed around with a few designs for this, and I've got some various options here that I'll show you, but this is kind of where we've landed now. This was my wife Catherine's suggestion, that we have 3 very large shots on this wall, just 3 shots, and you can see we've got a much larger hero shot on the back here. This isn't going to, no way I'm going to get that printed that large. That's seriously massive. That's like a, I don't know, like over a meter big, so I would never get something that large printed, but probably something close to these sizes for the hero shots on this wall. And I can do them that size because they're quite large images, and we've got AI resizing tools now, so we can blow these images up and print them big. So that was one of the options. So we had the 3 big shots. So originally I was going to have lots of these, I call them Glow, my Glow series, where they're kind of, you're shooting into the sun with a zoom lens and it turns any figures or objects into the scene, into kind of silhouettes. I really, really like these photographs. But when I put them on the wall in here, and this is why it's been such a useful thing, when I put them on the wall, I didn't think it worked, but I really like this pano shot, which is a sunset in the mangrove swamps. So this is definitely going to be printed. So this was the preferred option. Is once I decided I didn't like them, I went with those instead. And I think that these, I call them my beach macros, you know, shot with a 50mm prime at very, very wide open apertures like f2 and even lower in some cases. I just think they work really well. They're very painterly. I think they work well in this environment. And this is going to be the main thrust of my artwork in this gallery exhibition for this style of thing. So that's the main, the wall as you come in. And here's the front door over here, is the hero shot. And I've got one other montage which I do, which is on the other wall, which has got some of those same June macro shots in here, but also this extra one here. And again, I did this just to get an impression of the space and the size, and it's been so beneficial. I cannot bring myself to, I mean, if you're in a situation that you're doing a gallery exhibition yourself, I strongly suggest you do this too, because then you can work out the flow of everything and sizes and all sorts of stuff. And it's been really, really useful. And I've kind of arrived now at the shots that I'm going to be doing for the most part. It's just the big hero shots that we're kind of umming and ahhing about. We're definitely going to be printing loads of these beach macro ones because they just work well. Probably going to print most of them on canvas with this floating Tasmanian oak frame, which my local printers here, Photomart, specialise in doing. I'm going to do some behind glass, a kind of traditional photo print, but it doesn't work for all of them, but some it does. So what I've been doing as I've been going along, I have been collating the images I'm going to be using and downloading them. So I'm going to do these bomb shots as a single artwork of 4 images, 4 square images, a lot smaller in size. And I'll probably do those as canvases as well. Here are the glow shots that I was talking about. This is probably my favourite of them all. I just really like these. They kind of evoke for me what it feels like to be on an Australian beach at sunset, the kind of vibe. That's what I'm going for with this, vibes. It's all about the vibe. Here's some of the hero shots that I was quibbling about. I'm not sure I'm going to use that one of the creek. This is the big one, the Hynes Beach one that's going in the front window. This is Hynes Beach as well, but obviously a drone shot, which I'm going to definitely be printing. Not sure about the Keimer rock pool. This one's going in. We all decided this was a good one. That's Glasshouse Rocks at sunrise. That's going in. Not sure about this one. This is Droa bench looking out southwards down 7 Mile Beach. And this is the one of the birds. I think that's it. Oh, and yeah, this one's being printed. my lightning shot of the storm at sunset on 7 Mile Beach. So those are the hero images. And these are some of the macro shots. So I think you see what I mean. They're kind of painterly, kind of abstract. And I think that they'll appeal to people, you know, because they have that kind of, that more painted look about them. And there's some really nice details in these shots. Like if you look down at the bottom here, this water drop on this dune grass here. I mean, they're just, they're my favourite kind of shots. And they're kind of my thing. They're my shtick. Just wanted to do a quick update on the gallery exhibition. Like I say, the missus is shitting herself. I'm not going to have everything together by the 30th of January, which is when my exhibition opens its doors. Obviously, I hope to God that I do. I'll be on the phone to Photomart first thing in the morning. I'm going to have my list ready by the close of play today. It's very stressful doing all this, I have to say. I'm not the most organised person in the world by any stretch of the imagination. I have ADHD and I'm autistic. I'm not using that as an excuse. It's just that when you have ADHD, one of the parts of that is that you always put things off. It's an inability to plan for the future. It's why people with ADHD die on average 10 years younger than people who don't have it. A little statistic for you there. But it's because they don't plan for the future and don't look after themselves and invest in their own health and all that kind of stuff. But we're shit at planning, and I'm having to plan for this exhibition, and god damn it, I will. Anyway, blathering on. Happy New Year, guys. Hope the New Year's kicked off nicely for you, and let's hope it's a better one than the previous few years have been. All right, till the next time, guys. Ta-ta.